John, Jay, and Rich, there's a local story that's getting national news, and it's an amazing story because there's also video footage of everything that happened. There was an Amber Alert about a 3-year-old girl that was kidnapped, and she was saved because of a bunch of heroes, because of the Amber Alert. But I just love this. This story is so that they saw her and the kidnapper go into the Quick Trip. The Quick Trip. And the Quick Trip person recognized her, and outside of the Quick Trip was Camelback Moving, and they had their moving vans. And you can see the dashboard cam of the guys looking at the picture going, that's her. Then they take the moving van, and they block her in, and they save the girl. And Chad, who's worked with us, with our Love Up Foundation and helping kids in foster care, runs Camelback Moving. So we're like, we got to get Chad on the air. Chad, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
So walk us through everything that happened in all of that.
So I would start on Saturday night because everyone in Phoenix got this Amber Alert. In Avondale and the West Valley, all got this Amber Alert at different times. Mine came in at 1 a.m, but I know a lot of them came in earlier. Everybody was, whether you looked at it or not, had at least been annoyed by your phone. But many of our crew members, being fathers, took a good look at it. And then we were dispatching our moving crews. We work 7 days a week, so Sunday morning. And like most movers, the first stop they make after they leave our facility is the closest QT, which is at 27th Avenue in Thomas. We had about 3 crews there at the time. There were about 8 men in the store, and the security guard was on the phone, and a few of our men started talking to him. They see him every day. They know each other. And the security guard's like, I think that's the Amber Alert girl that just walked into the store. He had taken a photo of her. So I think his name was like Edmonds. He was the first kind of line of recognition. But I think he was reluctant to just walk out the door because the car was right there. They might have fled right away. So he was on the phone with the police while our crews then, our gentleman went and photographed the license plate, and then came up with a plan, which you can see on the dash cam. Mm-hmm. Came up with this plan very casually while they're eating breakfast. Like, should we block them in? Are we sure that's her? One of the gentlemen had the Amber Alert on his phone. He's showing the crew that's her. Look, it's the pink pajamas. They could identify like the clothing, and they moved that 30-foot moving truck and blocked the tan truck in so it couldn't move. And then they just kind of had a casual morning kind of water cooler conversation, not to bring attention, just like, hey, right out, to be as casual as possible, not like we're intentionally blocking them in. The dash cam footage kind of shows after about 90 seconds, the woman starts looking out and looking back at us, and I think we had just about hit the time limit before she was going to start complaining. And right then, the police showed up and apprehended her.
Yeah, they showed up just like in the movies, like all the cars go.
So many of them.
Wow. You know what's interesting to me? Is that the driver of the moving truck. I don't know his name, but he's a big dude. He's wearing like a mechanic shirt with his name on it, and he's eating a donut. He's eating this big donut, and you can hear the audio. He's like, that's her. I think that's Amber Alert. Wait, how about I move the truck and block her in? And they're like, yeah, that's a good idea. And he's taking his donut, eating his donut.
They were pretty chill about it, weren't they?
It's pretty wild.
His name is Robert Hernandez.
He's awesome.
He's a dad. He's a long-term employee. His whole thing with this is he's just glad she's home safe. But yeah, we had Kevin Place, we had Ralph Vollmer, Kobe Brown. There were many gentlemen that got involved. We actually had blocked the vehicle in with 2 trucks. We wanted to make sure there wasn't any way she was getting out of there. Mm-hmm. But we didn't know for sure. It was. But I think at that point we're like, well, we can just apologize if this is the wrong person.
Yeah.
But,
thank goodness they took action because. Yeah. who would have known would have happened to her?
Yeah, I mean, she could have been long gone by now. That's why those Amber Alerts are such a big deal. And that's our former boss, J.D. Freeman, who came up with that, the Amber Alert. That's his invention.
I found it so bizarre. I got the Amber Alert on my phone, but I was scrolling on TikTok about 2-3 hours later, and on my TikTok, the Amber Alert popped up, and at the bottom, it said call 911. And I've never seen anything like that before.
You never seen Amber Alert before?
On my social media, scrolling on TikTok? No. As an actual post, I've never seen anything like that.
Well, Chad, if we're big fans of yours and Camelback Moving, so if you're going to move, use Camelback Moving.
Yeah, they're good guys, man.
Oh my God,
good guys. You got a great crew.
Yeah. Hey, also, the little backstory I was doing. So I guess the family of the little girl, they're such nice people. The story is they had an empty room and they found this woman and she was homeless and needed a place to stay, so they let her stay with her. And then the homeless woman thought that she's like, that's my daughter, and takes the daughter in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's so terrible.
I know. It's like you're doing something kind, right? So it turned out it's not her daughter. None of the timeline worked out. Hey, also, Chad, I was watching you on the news, right? And I noticed you're wearing these sunglasses.
Yes, they're 2 pairs for $18 on Amazon, but everybody thinks they're super high-end glasses. I lose them all the time. I buy them. I probably reordered them 15 times.
But are they?
But they're
not
great.
Wait, but they look like they're the glasses I see all the biohackers wear that protect you. They're like amber, really dark amber glass lenses. So
okay, so you 100%. Yes, they block the blue light, which produce. There's a calming effect. Yes, there is. It does. I don't. I'm not a doctor, but yes, I did have a doctor suggest orange filtered glasses to block out blue light, especially in Arizona where we get a lot of sunlight. It produces kind of a calm, slows everything down a little bit kind of effect for some people like myself.
Well, I got to tell you, you bought 2 pair for $18?
They're everybody thinks they're like $300 glasses. No, yeah, they're Amazon. Yes, I bought them so many times because I lose them all the time.
Well, I gotta tell you, I bought 2 pair over the weekend for $149.
Looks like Chad had a better deal.
Wait, $149.
Keep that receipt. I'll send you the link. I've got your number. I'll send you the link.
$149 each.
Oh, no.
I bought some to wear in
Don't
the
share
daytime.
it on the air because I don't want them to run out.
Wait, I bought some that you're supposed to wear in the daytime, and then I bought some you wear 2 hours. If you go to my Instagram stories, I was wearing a pair last night. You're supposed to wear them 2 hours before you go to bed. It's supposed to help you sleep better. I had the worst night of sleep last night.
Is that from like one of the biohacker guys that recommends them? I think I've seen those.
Yeah. It is from that.
So do you want to hear something funny on the truck and the most important thing? She's home safe.
Yeah.
Great that the Amber system alert, but every moving company in the world has this unavoidable problem when we use these big trucks and we're in these small gas stations or small apartment complexes where we inevitably kind of block people in that are not our customers. We move the trucks. People complain. It doesn't happen too much. We really try and work within the communities, but we get complaints about this kind of thing all the time. This is the first time we have blocked somebody in with a truck at a gas station or anywhere where the entire community and state is like, "Good, way to go! This is the greatest thing."
That's funny, Chad.
You have no idea how, the crews, they're like, "Oh my God, remember that guy that, attacked the vehicle because he was so angry we couldn't move it in 1 minute," so it's been a real blessing. The guys are, we couldn't be prouder of our gentleman that did this.
Well, we're thankful that you saved this little girl's life, man. So thanks for being on our show. Thanks for listening. And Camelback Moving, hire them. Hire them for
everything.
You guys are amazing. All right, man. We'll talk to you soon, Chad. You got my number. Send me that link.
I will.
Thanks, Chad.